Closing market comments for Thursday, April the 29th. Markets opened lower last night, rallied, but ended the day mixed. May futures were very erratic again today as traders were positioning, wanting to take delivery of grain starting tomorrow or to avoid delivery. It looks like deliveries will be light, but we could have a surprise. July corn was up 4 cents, new corn was unchanged, July beans down 11 cents, new beans down 9, and July wheat was up 6 cents on the day. All our cash bids for old crop are on the July at this time. South Korea bought 413,000 metric tons of corn, but it was from optional origins, not from the U.S. EU lowered their wheat crop projection from 126.7 million metric tons to 124.8. Ukraine expects their carryout to wheat to be 2.7 million metric tons versus 1.6 million last year. Ukraine is expecting their new crop wheat crop to be 9.5% above last year. China announced another case of African swine fever. This is the 10th case they've reported. We don't know how many more they've had that they didn't report. Heavy rains fell last night in the southern plains, Delta, and the eastern Corn Belt. More rainfall is predicted over the next week for most of the Corn Belt. Brazil continues to be dry with very little rain forecast until at least the 6 to 10 day and more likely the 10 to 14. We'll continue to see what damages happen to the safrinha crop there. Weekly export sales were released for last week. Corn sales were 20.5 million bushels, up from 15.3 the previous week, and below last year at 53.4 with 16 to 39 expected, and only 500,000 bushels needed per week. New crop sales last week for corn were 21.8 million versus 4 to 24 expected. Soybean sales were 10.7 million bushels, above the previous week at 2.4 million, but below last year at 39.6, with 4 million cancellation to 7 million in sales expected and 1.9 needed per week. New crop soybean sales were 16.1 million, with a range of 7 to 18 expected. Wheat sales were 8.2 million bushels. That's down slightly from the previous week of 8.8 million and well below last year at 17.2, with 0 to 11 expected and 8.9 needed per week. New crop wheat sales were 8.7 million bushels with 7 to 17 expected. The dollar was down 8 points, gold down 20 cents, and silver up 70 points. Pretty quiet there. Crude oil had a big day, trading up $1.10 at 64.96. Stock futures were all higher, with Dow futures up 192, Nasdaq up 73, and the S&P up 26. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great evening.